My name is Michael Mastro. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to look at the chart for Lorenzo Medici. He's the patron of the arts of Michelangelo and Botticelli, great statesman. And we're going to, if you look to the eastern horizon when he was born using Vedic sidereal zodiac, not Western tropical zodiac, you would see the constellation associated with Sagittarius rising at 21 degrees. Let's look and see how the planets were operating in his chart, and then we'll see the timing of events, and we'll look at what could be done to strengthen the chart. So, Sun is ruling the ninth house of good fortune and government, statesmanship, religious beliefs, and it is sitting in the first house. And so the sun brings good fortune through. Sun is indicated for politics and governing, and they actually called him Lorenzo the Magnificent, and he was a beloved ruler. And then let's look at the moon. Moon is debilitated in the 12th house. It is ruling the 8th house of vulnerabilities and challenges. And so the moon is close to the rising sign degree. So it afflicts the 12th house and the 6th house. So it has to do with past life trauma from his family's karma, and it afflicts again the house of the 12th house of imprisonment. He was uh, in exile, in prison. It Sixth house has to do with conflict constantly with his enemies, and also many health issues, including gout, rickets, skin issues, epilepsy, spinal cord issues, ALD. So then we want to, it has the moon is the immune system, so it affects all those different things. I'm pretty sure he had RA too. Then we have weak afflicted by Rahu, Mars ruling the house of creativity, children. I think he had 10 children. Um, and it, it gives creativity through being a patron to the arts. Again, Michelangelo and Botticelli. And the children definitely had rickets and all kinds of inherited illnesses. And then Mercury is ruling the career house, and it is sitting in the second house of wealth. So it connects his career with second house wealth banking, and as well as Mercury's indicator of diplomacy. He's said to have a silver tongue and could convince his elders and peers of. He was a big proponent of peace, and many people wanted to go to war and expand their control. Then we have a weak infant placement and a poor placement of Jupiter. Jupiter is ruling the first house of life purpose, and it is the prime indicator for health in the chart. And because it is weak in less than 5 degrees and placed in that 12th house, it affects the immune system and health issues like gout, ALD, which is adrenoleukodystrophy, spinal cord issues, in other words, joints, rickets, skin issues, and then there was some mention of epilepsy as well. Then we have Venus is at 6 degrees. It is ruling the house of income. And again, this connects his income through banking, also mining alum, and through the arts. He's a big, again, supporter of the arts. And then we have a week afflicted by K2. Saturn. Saturn is ruling the house of success through um, the, the fine arts, which he's again supported Botticelli, Michaelangelo, and many others, and a great philanthropist, building edifices that withstood the test of time. And because Saturn's afflicted, it did affect his longevity. I think he died at 46, young age. And then we have um, functional malefic Rahu and K2 at 24 degrees. Um, and they are close to the most effective point. And in this configuration, K2 in the ninth, Rahu in the third, there's a balance between material and spiritual, faith and beauty. And they are, because they're close to most effective point, they afflict 6 out of his 12 houses. The ninth house of father died young also of illnesses. And his brother, which died early, this affected his belief in religion. And then we have, and he was also tried to be assassinated in the church. And then we have the first house of health, the third house of longevity, and then the fifth house of children, seventh house of marriage. He did have affairs, and seventh house has to do with gout. Let's look at the timing of events. Cosmo was his grandfather, who was quite successful in, I think, wool business, and he died quite young during a K2 period. He was poisoned, I think, by his uncle. They put cyanide on the grapes that he was testing. And then his son, Lorenzo's son, father, Piero, he also died during a K2 period. He married Clarice in 1469 during a Venus period, Venus representing wife. 78, his brother was assassinated, Giuliano, in a Venus period. Venus is sibling, ruling the house of siblings. And then in 82, his mother passed away during a Saturn period, and ending her longevity. And then Saturn representing longevity. In 92, 1492, he died also during a Saturn period affecting longevity. And on the circular chart on the left, you see the outer circle is the transiting planets, the inner circle is the birth planets, and you see that transit Rahu is afflicting transit Sun, Mars, and Mars, and then transit K2 is afflicting natal Saturn, all which can affect the longevity and the health. As you can see, this type of astrology is quite accurate. If you'd like to get a reading or learn Vedic astrology, you can go to www.vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening.